Hello, Mr. Dre back with another video, and in this one what we are doing is dividing a whole number by a fraction. So in this problem, as our example, we have 2 divided by 1/4. Now, a common mix-up, a common misconception in dividing a whole number by a fraction is many people think it's dividing 2 by, by 4 ways, because it's 1/4. It's not. It's how many times 1/4 can fit into 2. That's basically what it is. So it isn't, oh, we're dividing it 4 ways. That's not it. It's how many times 1/4 can fit into 2. So I have 2 kind of badly drawn circles down here, and let's see how many times 1/4 can fit into 2. So 1/4 can fit into 1 4 times, right? And 1/4 can fit into 2 8 times, right? So 1/4 fits into 2 8 times. 1/4 or 2 divided by 1/4 is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, where's the math behind that, right? Because we can't always use these visuals. Where's the math? We're gonna do something called using the reciprocal, and that basically means the flipped version or the opposite. So we're gonna change 2 things to the opposite to get this answer, right? We're gonna keep the 2 a 2, and actually, since it's a whole number, if you want, you could change it into a improper. But we're gonna flip the division sign to a multiplication sign. And now, what's the opposite, since we're doing the opposite of division, what's the opposite of this fraction? What's the opposite of 1/4? What's the reciprocal? It's 4/1, right? And now we know that 2 is really 2/1, so now we can just go ahead and multiply. 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 4 is 8, and that's gonna equal 8, right? So to divide a whole number by a fraction, we need to reverse 2 things. We're gonna reverse the sign, and then we're gonna reverse the fraction. Just flip it. Whatever was the numerator becomes the denominator, and vice versa. You just flip it upside down, okay? So once again, dividing a whole number by a fraction, it's not what you might think at first, right? It's not 2 divided by 4, because that would be 1/2, right? That's not what we're talking about. What we're saying is, how many times can 1/4 fit into 2? And to do that, you flip the sign and flip the fraction. So you're flipping 2 things, and then it should be pretty easy from there. All right? So I hope that was helpful, and we'll catch you on the next one.